Hey guys, it's Rebecca here from Transitions and I'm here to do your weekly reading. So it's Monday the 4th to Friday the 8th of April and I'm going to do a love, general and a mini read. So do keep going. If your first message is not for you, it doesn't mean to say one of the other ones might not be for you as well. So please do keep on watching, okay? I have officially launched a business, so if you want to get an appointment with me, do not hesitate to let me know. Either put a comment in the comments box below or look, if you're not already on my Facebook, give me a message through there and I'll get straight back to you about sorting out an appointment. They are quite scarce for April, so do get in touch quite quickly if you want something. Also, it's the school holidays. So yes, I'm just going to spray some of this because I've just been doing readings. It's some private readings, so I just want to clear the air, ready to go. So let's get in. I'm going to do a general and a love and some mini reads, so stay on, okay? If the first message isn't for you, it doesn't mean to say that the other ones may not be. All right, let's go. I hope everyone's well. I've moved house eventually, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to stay here or move my stuff to the other house. I'm like, ooh, which one shall I do? I'm probably going to end up moving it all, so I am itching to do it, I must admit. But yeah, so we'll see. I might have a different backdrop over the next couple of days, so we'll see how that goes. Right, let's get in. What is the message? General collective message, please. What do we all need to know going forward this week within the collective? Okay, what do we need to know? What is the message? No, what are we going with? What are we going with? Okay. We're going with them. Right, we're going with these. Sure? Sure the sure. Sure you sure? Sure we're sure. That's me. I'm starting to look at the outside world like I'm going nuts because I'm hearing spirit so much more. So now it's like a little bit of a conversation that goes on, which is quite amusing really. I used to watch people doing it and you know, the friends, and I used to think, God, that must be weird, and actually it is bizarre. You're like, are you sure, They're like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, okay then, we're sure. It's fun. Right. What do we need to know? 4th to the 8th of April, 2022. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Right, okay. This week is all about you. Well, it's about your head. It's about your head and how things go round and round in circles, okay? It's about overthinking, over-processing, over-willing, over-wanting, over-needing, not going with the flow when it comes to things, you know? It's about you sitting back and observing your thought patterns, your mind patterns. Why do you think like you do? Why do you overthink the things that you do? Obviously, this message isn't for everybody, but this is for people that have things that go round and round and round and round and round. A lot of that can be to do with anxieties, rather than anything else. Because if you know, people struggle to put stuff to bed when they've got anxiety. So the head just keeps going on and on and on. And it's like, you know, which shoulder do you listen to? This one or this one? You know, the devil or the angel? Or is it your mum? Or is it your dad? Or is it your auntie? Or is it your best friend? It's like everybody's having a little bit of a poke at what's going on. All right? So you might be in a relationship. You might spend your time going, I used to do it myself, but I've stopped doing it now. You know, you go to your mum for advice, she gives you advice. You go to your sister for advice, they give you advice. You ask your kids, you ask your friend, and they've all got this advice about your relationship, when actually in the middle you know exactly what you want and what you want to do, but all these people are like swaying it. Or you want a new job, or you want to start a business, and you've got someone going, well, you can't do that because of this, and well, what about that, and what about the risk? And you know, it's about you having that anxiety and not taking control over your own thoughts, your own mind and your own life. And I want to say it's anxiety because I find that that is anxiety. If you're overthinking and overworking things all the time, it's your mind that's out of control, okay? This is about you moving on from that and changing patterns and cycles and blossoming within yourself, okay? It's about you getting that information and knowing about it and moving on from how you were before into the new of what you're going to be, okay? Giving and receiving's come up here because it's about... You can't give and receive equally when your mind's all over the place. You can't give and receive equally if you can't even make your own decisions and thoughts, can you? Because you're not giving, you're just receiving all the time off people. You know, this is what you should be doing. And the problem is we make ourselves, we put ourselves in that position, all right? And then the other thing is what we do is we let other people down because, you know, we go to people like we want their help and then we do what someone else says or we don't do what they say and then they feel let down because it's like you went to them with a problem and you always listen to them. And I don't know, this is what's coming through, okay? What they're saying is spend more time on your own, trust in yourself. Trust in yourself, okay? Trust in your upside down. Trust in your own thoughts and your own needs. Stop having to look out to outside sources, okay, for what's going on in your life and what you want to be and where you want to go. Only your heart knows that, okay? And other people don't. It's like relationships, isn't it? When you go and you say, oh, so-and-so's been doing this and is this and she's that and this happened and that happened. And then people make judgments on things that they don't even really know about. All they know about is what you've been telling them. And you usually tell people things in spite or, you know, especially if you're suffering from anxiety, you're probably telling them things that aren't even happening. It's just your own mind that's going overboard, okay? So what they're saying is it's time for you to rest and reconsider. It's time for you to rest. Oh, it is rest and reconsider. The words just came to my mind, but that is what the card is actually called. It's about you taking some time out and letting the world stop, all right? Letting the people stop. They're just doing what you're asking them to do, okay? They're not henpecking you. You've asked for that because you can't make a decision on your own or you can't mentally think about things on your own, and you also don't trust yourself enough to make that decision on what you're meant to be doing and what you're not. But what the universe is saying is they don't know your heart, they don't know your soul, they don't know where you're going, they don't know your life plan and what you're meant to be doing. All that I can tell you is that this is part of your lesson, is to start doing things on your own, from your own mind, calming down the overthinking and the over worrying. What is the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? If you don't follow your heart when it comes to your work, your relationships, and you don't follow your soul path, things are just going to take longer, all right? Because you're just going to keep on repeating the cycle. So they're asking you to rest and reconsider. Think about what you want and what's going on. Observe your own life and move on. Move through them patterns. Blossom. Okay, it's like, this is like you've got your life in your own hands. This is all the things, the potential things that you could do. And this is you nurturing it all into one big ball and making things work, okay? So that's what it's about today. Giving and receiving. It's very hard to give and receive when you're in an anxious state because you're too busy in your own world. So even when people are giving you information, you know, it can sway you because then you overthink what they've said. You overthink what's going on with the situation you're in. And you also worry about what are other people going to think now. If I don't take their advice, what are they going to think? And then you think, I wish I'd never asked them. You know, and you go into this like thing where you just like, you get yourself in a right mess because you know, you can't go back. You've told people too much. You can't go back then. And sometimes you think to yourself, well, actually, that was just my anxiety. That didn't happen. That situation didn't really happen like that. That was my problem or my fault, or you know, I could have handled that better and now I've made that person look like, you know. And this is what it's all about. It's about taking some time to observe, stopping that cycle that you're in of going to the outside sources and listening to your own heart and what you want and where you want to go. This could be in jobs, this could be in relationships, this could be in anything. All right, just put it where it fits because it can't be for everybody, but I think some of you are doing this in different areas of your life, all right? And it's time to do things for you. Feel what you feel, do what you do. It's not anybody else's fault that they chip in because you go asking for the information, all right? Just remember that. Right, let's do relationships now. Let's see what's going on with the relationships. I want to just step back from what we've just had. Right, what's going on for the collective in relationships at the moment, please? Relationships. Relationships. Yeah. This is about sort of down the same path again, which I guess, you know, if this is the energies, it's the way it is. I keep saying this every week. But we've got the feeling here with these cards of, so this is a distorted feminine. So what we're going to be finding in relationships is, you know, the feminine side of us is all about the nurturing side of us. It's all about, you know, the being kind. It's about making the home. It's about loving and supporting. You know, it's the womanly side of things that come out, seeing the beauty and everything. Is one thing that's shining really out to me there. It's about seeing the beauty and everything. And I'm just not sure that that is what's going on for some of us when it's coming into relationships. We're seeing the distorted kind of things, like they don't love me, they don't want me, they don't help me. I'm not doing that because she's got her hands up there. It's like that vulnerable side of you, that side of you that feels like it needs nurturing and protecting. Okay, that's what we need to look at this week. We need to look at that side of ourselves and just realise that we are, look, this is the woman, the rainbow retriever is the single person. I'm not saying that you should be single, by the way. I'm just talking about you as a single entity on your own. Okay, we're talking about the fact that you are very steadfast. You know where you're going, you know what you want, you're grounded. This is, you know, a lot of us are in that distorted side of our feminine self, and what we need to do, you know, look at the beauty in ourselves and everything around us. Okay, nurturing ourselves, wanting to be strong for ourselves, wanting to look after ourselves, wanting to be there for ourselves. That's what this is all about. Okay, when it's in relationships, really looking after the beauty in ourselves. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of anxieties when it comes to your inner peace. So your inner peace is out of balance. Also the reparenting. So look at your childhood issues. What went on in your childhood that's stopping you from being this person, from being this. And I know I keep saying it, but you don't have to be, you know, single for this reading to matter to you, because this is about you feeling good in yourself. If you only feel good when you're in a relationship, that's not actually healthy. That's distorted. All right. When you feel safe and only loved and appreciated when you're in a relationship, that isn't healthy. Okay. You need to be healthy whether we're in a relationship or not, and that's what I wanted you to concentrate on this week, to make your relationships flow better. You need to learn to be singular. All right, to love yourself, to have your own stability, to have your own self-worth. All right, to love yourself, to love your own body, not to look at yourself and think, oh, when you look in the mirror, does my boyfriend fancy me, does my girlfriend think I'm fit? These are all the things that are coming forward. Okay, you need to be looking at yourself like, you know, stood there half naked like she is and thinking, wow, I am a catch. Is what I'm thinking. Wow, I am a catch. So for some of you, this is about reparenting. It's about looking, you know, what is it in my childhood that made me not love myself enough to feel whole and stable on my own. Okay, why do I look for other people's love, attention? Why do I look at other people and say, you know, do you think I'm beautiful? Or try to make someone feel, you know, all them times that you put your selfies on the computer. You know, why do you do that? Do you do that so that people like you, want you? Does it make you feel better? This is the sort of things that they're talking about today in relationships. Okay, so if you are single, you're going to be struggling to find a relationship because you haven't got enough of your own self-worth, which is then distorting your inner peace. Okay, if you're in a relationship, you do struggle if they're not telling you all the time they want you, they need you, they love you. All right, it's looking at what is it in my childhood that makes me feel like this, that distorts the way I look, the way I feel about myself, that distorts the fact that you've got that inner peace when it comes to, you know, looking in the mirror and thinking, actually, I'm a good person, I'm kind, I'm honest, you know, I'm a giver, I give out love, I nurture people, you know. It's just all about self-worth and self-peace, all right? And looking at yourself from the inside and just feeling good about yourself on your own, all right? Yeah, it's like going from this is the maturity card, so it's like going from this to this. Something in the middle was lost, all right? And that's why you haven't got that self-worth. That's why you haven't got that self-love. That's why you have that need to need somebody else. Okay, they keep telling me that's a codependent behaviour. That's why they're saying parent yourself. So it's all about looking at making yourself stronger, loving yourself more and appreciating yourself more from the inside out, okay, so that you are not distorted on how you're seeing yourself and how you're thinking other people are viewing you as well, because for some of you, you're feeling like your partner's not viewing you in the best light when actually they're probably viewing you like this, okay? So it's all about the inner you this week, guys, when it comes to relationships, especially if you're on your own or if you're struggling in a relationship, to just, you know, not be relying on your partner to give you that love and support. Okay, if you're always needing feeding from them about how you look, how you feel, who you are as a person, then these cards are for you. All right, not these ones, the ones I've just done. Right, well, let's see what we get. These cards can be for... These cards can be something to do with the reading that I've just given you, or they can be completely different. So take... Ooh, wait a minute. Take them as they resonate for you, okay? Take them as they resonate for you. Right, Healer of Action, this little beauty. Look, again, mum and child, as depicted on the last slot that we had. So what does this one say? This is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. A woman, she gives fully, okay? You're being asked to do many things at once. You won't mind as long as you know you're making a difference. Are you worrying all the time? Am I making a difference? Okay. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, fun, which could definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. 3 of Emotions. Look, child's play again. There's this thing about going back to your childhood. Wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. Beautiful card. 4 of Emotion. Look, a guy. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, I'm not beautiful. You're lying to me. That's sort of how it's going. That can be on a man or a woman, because we all have our feminine on the inside, okay? There are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't always noticing and trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing on you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. Seeing clearly. There's a dog on its head. That's a strange one. Right, it's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry, the pausing momentum. You rethink your plan. Wait a minute. Don't worry, the pausing momentum while you rethink your plan won't last. Can't read today. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. Get there in the end. Ace of Action. The cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities relating to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action, and if you've been procrastinating, it's time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities. Right, guys, I will leave it there for this week. I hope you all have... Wait a minute, what have I done here? I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will catch you all, hopefully for a weekend reading, if I get a chance. I will definitely do it if I get these cards back to my new home. So please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a comment in the bottom. If you want an appointment, just let me know, and I will speak to you all soon, guys. Take care and have the most amazing of weeks. Love you, lads. Bye.